Well, 5 city leaders in Sunnyside spoke directly to the public after videos of ICE agents detaining people in the Fiesta Foods parking lot made their way around social media this weekend. John Franklin joins us now in the studio. John, what happened at the conference today?
John, it was standing room only, shoulder to shoulder at the press conference earlier today, where the city manager, police chief, mayor, and city council members spoke about the recent events.
As many of you know, ICE agents are currently conducting operations in Sunnyside and the Lower Valley in our region. We're a community with deep ties to agricultural. We're a vibrant Latino community. This has understandably caused a lot of concern, frustration, and fear amongst our residents.
After some ICE activity in the city over the weekend, dozens of people flooded the Sunnyside Municipal Court to ask city leaders for answers.
Let me be clear, as a city, we have no control over federal operations. What we can control are our own actions and our commitment to our residents.
That statement was echoed by Sunnyside Police Chief Rob Lehman.
What I want to reiterate is that the Sunnyside Police Department does not cooperate with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or HSI as they're also known. It is actually a state law. It's RCW 1093-160 that was passed in 2019 that doesn't allow us to work with ICE, is how it's defined there in that law, and we don't provide them information either.
In fact, Chief Lehman learned about the operation the same way most people did.
I didn't know they were operating in Sunnyside yesterday until I saw it on Facebook and started getting some phone calls. They don't notify us ahead of time, and they operate independently of us.
Mayor Dean Brersma also repeated that the city has no control over these operations.
The Sunnyside City Council has a lot of responsibilities, and none of those responsibilities include being concerned about the city residents' legal status in our country. It is not something that we have dealt with. City Council does not have this on its agenda, so we are not involved in this at all.
City Manager Mike Gonzalez is trying to work together with the newly elected governor's office.
Do you take any direction regarding this from the governor's office or from somewhere in DC? Do you take any direction at all for how to handle these situations?
My intention is to work very closely with the governor's office, but I can't say that I've had a conversation with anybody there at this point.
City Council member Vicky Frausto told the story exactly as she sees it.
The word fear is definitely something that we're all living, especially those who don't have documented status in our community. This is not something that will blow over, because it's never blown over. It's throughout the course of history, many members of community have been targeted because of who they are.
Additionally, Yakima County Sheriff Rob Udell made a statement on Facebook today with a similar message to Chief Lehman's. Local law enforcement cannot do much and usually are not a part of these raids or detainments. John?
Well, thanks so much, John. It was certainly a very contentious meeting today, and you can find the full over an hour long press conference on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@KIMA Action News. And as was addressed during today's press conference, the police chief raised concerns over ICE officers wearing uniforms branded as police HSI officers. Earlier tonight, we asked you whether you think law enforcement should clearly differentiate themselves in today's viewer poll. Well, here are the results. The majority of voters are saying yes, they do believe there should be clear differentiation, with 65% of the votes. And thank you to everyone who voted in our poll and for all of your hundreds of comments. Scott Levno wrote, well, that's a stupid question. They already do. The police have their mission and ICE have theirs. If they cross over in places, it's no big deal, provided they both follow the law. Keith Emhoff also took against the question, or perhaps just KIMA, writing, wow, selling news again? How about just reporting news? Well, Keith, this was an issue raised by Sunnyside's police chief today, which makes it news, which is why we reported it. Kenneth Huntley wrote that all law enforcement should simply do their job and rid this country of illegal aliens, period. They broke our law, and that is final. Mike Ross asked, why does it matter? They are enforcing laws, either speeding ticket or immigration status. Both are broken laws. Gabe Escada seemed to agree with the result of the poll. He wrote, well, be straight up who you are. And Jennifer Hancock wrote, yes, ICE should be clear and law enforcement should also be helping. Thanks again for all of your comments. Keep an eye out for future polls here on KIMA Action News.